I recently did a ceremonial journey with spiritual medicines that were heart openers. A lot of information came through and I felt great. The facilitator said there might be a contraction phase, but I wasn't sure what that meant. Only a few days later, I started to feel super sad and had lots of spiraling thoughts. Is this normal? And what should I do? Yeah, actually, I think, I don't really like the words normal because I don't think that there is anything normal about anything anymore. I think we're all on a journey, and each journey is so unique, right? Because we've set in these time points in our life, these people, these places, these things that are going to help really shift us and jolt us. And sometimes it shifts us into pure joy and ecstasy. And sometimes it shifts us into that sadness. And what happens when we go into medicine ceremonies on a very broad level, like, look, I'm telling you, this is not for everybody and not every time, but the generalization is that you are unraveling your mind in that ceremony. In fact, you're setting your mind aside and you're letting your mind just kind of do its thing over here, where your soul starts to step in and starts speaking, right? Which is where your inner wisdom is really awakened. And when you're in the journey and you're experiencing that, that true north, like I am so connected, I am so clear, I know what's going on, I feel my heart, I feel myself in my power. So when we have these experiences, they're just reminders for us. So when we start to come back into our normal everyday life, yes, of course, all of those programs are going to start circulating again in our mind. They're the circuitous loops of thoughts that drive us absolutely nuts, right? And the good thing about that is that it actually is telling us what's still in there, like what's still in that subconscious mind. And the more we can welcome those thoughts, even when they're sad, even when they're the things that we go, oh, I don't want to feel that way. I felt so good. I know what it feels like to feel good. Yes, but sometimes we have to step back into what it feels like to feel sad, because that energy is still within us. It's still in there at a cellular level. It's still in our hearts and our minds. And so welcome it. Welcome these feelings, whatever they are. I love journaling. I think journaling is one of the most amazing ways to stop the circuitous loops of thoughts, right? To get us away from the rabbit hole, because we're always like 1 foot away from diving deep into those spirals of thoughts. And so if you start journaling, hey, why am I so sad? Like, it can be super simple. And then just allow that pen to flow. I've talked about this so many times, and I just want to keep reiterating how important that is, because you're going to start to feel that inner wisdom come through the pen in your hand, and you're going to start to feel, all right. At least for me, I know a lot of times I go, I don't remember really writing that. Like, that didn't feel like it was from me. Well, it was from me. It just wasn't from my mind. And that's what we're looking to do, is get beyond the mind and into the heart, right? So we can start working in tandem with the whole system. And so, yes, when you come out of a ceremony, you're expanded, you're light-filled. It's your birthright. It's how you actually were born. But then the programs start coming in. So honor them, welcome them, journal about them. Ask your inner self, how am I supposed to work through this? What do I need to do to let go of it? Maybe it's like run on the beach, or maybe it's go dance, or maybe it's call a friend. The one advice I'd say is just don't go deeper into the drama of it all, right? Because when the storylines start to come, that is the rabbit hole. And you can honor your feelings, you can honor how you're feeling, what you're thinking, but don't let the mind take you into that spiral place. It's its job. If it doesn't take you into that place, then it doesn't have a job. It doesn't know what to do. So you are getting your soul in the driver's seat and letting that mind sit in the back and drink pina coladas or whatever works for you. All right, we're all in it together. And I so love that you guys ask all these questions. Please come back next week. You can go to bethbell.me. There's a state of the heart assessment. I think you would love this if you haven't already taken it. You'll see where your state of the heart is. Look, we can be in one state one day and another state the next day. So we know that it's transient, it moves. And the most important thing to do is to have a spiritual toolbox to help us get through these transitions from one state of the heart to another. And so I'll also invite you to the Awaken Inner Wisdom membership. There's an application on bethbell.me as well. I would love to see you in there. We go much deeper on a lot of these topics. It's the free Q&A show is always going to be here at 11:11 on Sundays Pacific time. And the Awaken Inner Wisdom membership is a much deeper space, place, sanctuary where we get into and really release a lot of this so that we can tap deeper into our own inner wisdom. I look forward to hearing from you again. Thank you so much, and wishing you only bliss and love on the journey. Namaste.